What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is how the Evo currently sits. As you can clearly see, we got the valve cover back on, still on jack stands. I'm currently on my way to pick up the rear calipers from getting re-powder coated because it was cracking. In case you wanted to see any of that stuff, check out my last video and you'll see in there. We had some issues with the powder coat, but I'm about to go pick up the calipers, so stay tuned for more progress. All right, got the calipers back. They look better this time. I think they look cleaner with the smaller logo. So I ended up having, because I only had one size logo, he had to do both calipers over, and he had to go smaller with the Brembo logo. But this is what it looks like currently. I hope these go in a little bit easier. Should, in theory, right?
Yeah, they feel fine.
Yeah, way better than other ones.
The biggest thing is making sure they're going in straight, though.
Yeah, we learned that last time. That sound.
It's quality.
Like a glove.
Every time. That's what we're talking about. So that one's good. And then we just got to make sure the seals are in everywhere there.
All right, guys, welcome back. It's been about a few days since you guys saw the last clip, and it's finally time to get the brakes. Here are the calipers, and then the rotors and pads for the fronts, and those are the rear. It's been like 17 days total since I actually got to drive this thing. Actually, probably longer, honestly. I don't know what it is. Every time I do something to this car that requires me bringing something to somebody, this always happens to where it just takes way longer. But today's the day. No more BSing around. But one thing I didn't show you guys, and this is something that good old Mr. Rodney did. And these are the clips for the calipers. And I don't know if you could tell, but he sandblasted these, and it ended up being a perfect match to the manifold Cerakote color, which is crazy. It's got me thinking, because he can actually do this to anything. So I was thinking about doing that to this. I have another one as well for this, but I've been saving it for when I end up cleaning up the engine bay. So let me know if you guys think I should go ahead and have this sandblasted to kind of match this, which essentially will match the way the manifold is, and then not to mention the cool lettering on the valve cover. So let me know what you think. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and do an oil change while the car's already jacked up. It's about that time. So hopefully there's no metal shavings or anything. This is my second oil change on the new engine. So let's get to it. All right, guys, we got a huge problem, unfortunately. So as I removed the cap, the oil cap, this is, you guys notice that gunk on there. I'm not sure where that's from. I think, oh man. So I pulled the valve cover off, and I noticed that it's only on this side of the valve cover. And I don't know if you can see that gooey and this stuff right here, but that's no good. Initially I thought it was maybe the baffles that weren't clean, but the more I look at it, the more I realize it's on this side of the valve cover. And the only thing I can think is it's part of that powder on the lip of where the gas cap goes, because I noticed it's not on this side, it's only on this side. And thankfully, it hasn't really reached anywhere significant, that is. Only up here, and that's pretty close to where the gas cap is, or the oil cap is. And then you'll see a little bit over here, and then some over there, which, yeah, now that I look at it, it's looking more like it's that, because this also has it as well as that. And basically all the places where there would be some leftover, yep, and there it is. So it looks like it's the leftover powder from the powder coating. I don't know if you guys can see inside, but the lip. So this should have been closed off before it was powder coated, and it wasn't. All the way, that is. The baffles look clean. I told you guys I spent some time cleaning this, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. This is frustrating. Initially, I thought it was a head gasket, but there's no way. Luckily and thankfully, I'm doing the oil change, because this could have been way worse. I could have literally just put this thing on and kind of just drove with it like that for a while before I realized it. So luckily, the car has not been driven. It maybe has 10 minutes of running time combined, while this new, well, not even that, honestly, it's been less. I'd say maybe 5 minutes of running time, but there was never any load on the car or anything, so I'm just glad I caught it before anything worse could have happened. But I'm gonna drain the oil, and hopefully there's none in there, hopefully. All right, guys, after doing some research and Rodney coming over, and he thinks it's just condensation, it's nothing crazy. We looked up some stuff, and it looks like powder will hold anyways.
What's this?
So
You see this?
it looks like condensation.
What's that look like? Some condensation. Okay.
So we just cleaned it up, and we're gonna move on to the rotors and the brakes. And I drained the oil. The oil looks fine, nothing crazy. So we should be good. We finally got this on, and I gotta say I'm very, very pleased with how it looks. It's exactly what I wanted. I was a little bit concerned because the white, as I told you, is not the exact white. This is a different white than this, but because of how far away it kind of is from each other, not to mention with the wheels on top, it's gonna look fine, which I'm very, very happy about. Those rotors also look sick. So I'm pretty pleased overall, and I'm pretty excited. So I'm just hoping everything else goes well. All right, guys, almost there. Almost got everything bled. Sorry it's dark. Some people took 2 hours to get back. No big deal. But all the brakes are done. Everything looks good. Got the valve cover back on. I did confirm for a fact that it is condensation, and it's normal for 85, so we got no issues at all. All right, guys, it's officially the next morning. I got a little late yesterday, so we just ended up kind of doing everything without recording the rest. But here is where we stand. Looks good. I was a little hesitant after seeing it yesterday. It just looked kind of weird. I guess I'm just not used to it. But now that it's daytime and I'm seeing it in daylight, I do like the way it looks. There's a valve cover. And that's what it looks like with the wheel. I'm still debating on the center cap piece. It does have, it's got the red behind the, well, where the pads are, but I don't know. These center caps aren't cheap though. They're like $115 for a set of 4, so I don't know if I want to drop that considering I'm planning on getting new wheels, so I don't know. We'll see. I did Did end up seeing a little bit of potential brake fluid on the wheel. I'm hoping it was just residual, as Mr. Rodney likes to say, but we might have to replace these bleeders. I'm hoping that we don't, but we might have to. So, but overall, not too bad. Everything's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe the car down, and then I'll take it out in the sunlight so you guys can see it. All right, guys, here we are. I waited specifically till it got a little darker so you guys are able to see a little bit better. But let me know what you think in the comments. Did I pick the right color? Yes or no? I'm actually pretty pleased now that the car's cleaned up and the bumper's on. It looks really good. I'm very happy. I was a little bit skeptical yesterday. I was very skeptical about the color. It just initially, while putting it on the car, it just looks a little bit weird. I guess it just, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but here you are. Let me know what you think. Even though the white doesn't really, it's not the right white, it still looks, you can't even tell, which is great. I figured that in my head. I figured because there's gonna be contrast in between and it's not directly next to it, it should be fine. And everything's good. But other than that, guys, it's gonna wrap it up. Hope you guys have a happy new year, and hopefully that 2020 or 2021 is a lot better than 2020. Most of us had a bad year, but keep your head up and stay tuned for more. I got a lot more stuff for the Evo. Still got to do the engine bay next, and then we got to do the interior. So take it easy and peace.